Wobble Queen. Brick crochet, brick crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. In a cozy corner of the twitchy scene lives a yarny legend crochet queen. Hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Granny squares and textured waves, she's turning yarn into handmade face. With every stitch she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Brick crochet, brick crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. In a cozy corner of the twitchy scene lives a yarny legend crochet queen. Hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Granny squares and textured waves, she's turning yarn into handmade face. With every stitch she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest dash warble queen. Free crochet, free crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every round.
Welcome in, everybody. As I situate myself, and Biscuit decides one way or the other. Here, let's get your hellos out of the way. Oh, thank you for sharing the 50 bits. Thank you, Linda. As Ross said yesterday, I'm watching you. I'm always watching you. Can you at least jump to someplace safe? Okay, so let me get her. Crafty got first. Thank you for the check-in. Hi, Bubbles and Honey. Bubbles and Honey got first too. Check. Thank you for the check-in, Linda. Thank you. Morning, Unicorn. How are you doing? Morning, Amy. Morning, Trouble. So, yes, my nephew's little boy loves Monsters Inc. now. He just watches it and he growls like, "Rah," like all the time. So I thought, oh, this is cute. And Unicorn actually came up with this pattern and sent it to me. Yes, Biscuit, what are you doing? You are parkouring off of everything. What is going on? Okay, you can come up here. Linda says hi, and he's like, hey, this is my stream. Get up here. Linda give you 50 bits. Yep. She said, that boy deserves 50 bits. Yes. So anyway, I'm actually using Lily Sugar and Cream, and it's called a hot green. Verde Caliente is what it is. I'm just gonna wind it right off the cone, and if this dog will give me a chance, I don't know what he's parkouring for. He is just hopping everywhere. He's like, let me hop here, and he's gonna hurt himself. You know, we get older, Biscuit. We can crack bones and stuff, buddy. I don't need to go to the vet today. So anyway, I'm going to ignore him for just a few seconds and make me whatever the whatever will go away. So I'm going to start the body, which is really fun. Papa, thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you for the gifted subs to Trouble, Amy, Spazza Lucas, Linda's Crochet, Meditative Crafter. Woo, yes, and a hype train going on. Thank you. You're making it so I can't. Biscuit. Look there. You started a hype train, buddy. Y'all, I don't know what's wrong with this dog. He is broken today. He is broken. I do not know what is wrong with him today. Literally. He had to take some medication. Don't be drinking my stuff. It's mine. Yeah, it's a hyper train for Biscuit. Anyway, so we're gonna do this. So thank you for the 50 bits, Linda. Thank you. Are you ready? So on Thanksgiving, let's start with Thanksgiving with this cute little boy. His big sisters and everybody came over, and the vet said to keep his level down, give him a trazodone. So that's what we did. And he was okay, not the best. Didn't affect him. So this one's never going to have to worry about whatever. So for the last 2 days, it's like he's making up for everything he couldn't do. Like maybe mentally on the inside, he was really calm, but he's like, I'm making up for it all. And that's what he's been doing. He's been running all over the place like he's 2 years old and he's a puppy and all kinds of stuff. I don't know what's going on with him, but too much for the mommy to have to handle. The mommy is not used to whatever. But thank you. So this pattern, Unicorn found it. It's a free pattern. And hold on, let me see if I can um let's do this. Copy, paste. Unicorn found this. This was a free pattern. And like I said, I'm making this because my nephew's little boy now likes Monsters Inc. And I thought, oh, I have this green yarn. This will give me something to do with it. Um, I am trying to, what do you want to call it? Use up the yarn. And I saw a lady the other day on an Instagram reel, and I think I'm going to do this. I think between now and Christmas, I'm going to get a small, not a big, but like a tote. It's probably gonna have to be a big tote. Um, something like that. She put all of hers on a table. And then she marked down what they were, and I have a little piece of skin that's just needs to be snipped. Um, you went and saved it. It's a cute pattern. And I will say this, I do like this pattern because it starts with the arms and the legs and moves its way down to the body. Not that you're gonna sew anything on before because it doesn't say sew anything in, because I've read the whole pattern. It doesn't say like round 9, sew the arms on, round, that kind of thing, which I would really like because he is 2. But like Papa said, with him being 2, if he rips it apart, he's probably gonna hand it to him. Like say he rips him an arm off, he's gonna hand it to him. He's not gonna eat it. Um, Peepop would be like, "Oh, look at his little leg. I'm gonna eat it." No, I don't know if Peepop would do that, but I don't take the chance with the Peepop. But I'm trying to think. So anyway, what I was saying is I would like to have a table like she had, and I'm going to put all of my works in progress on top of that, and then one by one do the works in progress. Don't bother me. I feel like I might have to get some cuticle scissors out or something here in a minute. Okay, and the hype train is over. Yay! Um, so why did it not go? Okay. So, thank you for the 5 subs and the 100 biddies. Who did I miss? Oh, no, I didn't miss. It was Linda both times. I know. Some of us do need a whole room, but she said that she thought she got better because the first year she had over 40 whips to finish, and she finished them. And then she said she had 36 the next year after that. And then she was like, she thought she got really, really better because she thought, I only have 25. And y'all, when she said, I only had 25, I felt that. I felt that only 25. And I was like, because that's how we would say it. Oh, it's only 25. I had 42 years ago, but I only have 25 this year. Um, and if you're a crafter, if if you'll understand it. 25 whips. But so when she recounted them on the table, she had 31. She said, I was so upset. I thought I was getting better every year by going, I don't want so much on the table at the end of the year. So in January, I have to finish them all. And I think what she did was, I don't think she finished them in January. What she did was, like in November, she laid them out and she said they have to be finished by the end of the year. She couldn't start anything new until everything was off the table. And I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I would find it very, very hard to do that because as streamers, we always want something new and creative that we're doing. Well, and not necessarily, but you do like to throw a little variety in there. But I think that's what I'm going to do starting like from now until January. I'm going to get everything together, and then January I'm going to make myself. I might start new projects on stream, and there are some things that are little enough I probably could finish on stream, but, um, I think I'm gonna go with, the bigger projects I'm gonna finish off stream, and then I know, buddy, you're gonna lay down, thank goodness. Whatever that was, I guess he had to get the hype train out of the system. So, like I said, this is a free pattern, and I am using Lily Sugar and Cream, and and I'm using a 4 millimeter Wooble hook because on this pattern, I don't think maybe she says what kind of hook to use, but I looked and looked, and it doesn't say. So I like my amigurumis with a 4 millimeter hook, so that's what I'm doing. Doing a 4 millimeter hook. And I'm gonna actually start with the body. Don't ask me why in the world I've decided to actually go against the pattern and start with the body. Because technically I'm not gonna sew these on. Thank Seawolf, thank you for the 15 gifted subs. I didn't even know you were in here. Seawolf, where did I miss you coming in? Oh my god. Seawolf. You and Papa in a race? Oh my god, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And welcome in, everybody. Thank you for all the gifted subs to, let's see, Moon Rose Crafts, Aranita, Passion, Boomer, Purple Moon Plant, John Play, um, Gina Stark, Devil Bird, Sassy Potatoes, I can't even talk. Mass Bandit, yay! Cage, Cage Robots, Yab, Tria Pillow, and Quilty Crush. Thank you for this, the fobs. Thank you for the follow, Quilty Crush. Thank you. Welcome in. Okay, I'm never gonna get Mike started, and this is probably why I picked Mike. Because I was like, oh, if I don't get him finished, it's not that big of a deal. So we're gonna start with his body. And I am starting with the magic ring and I'm locking in. Thank you, Seawolf. Thank you so much. So much. So 1, 2, maybe I should do this with a 5 millimeter. I know. Only 117 more to go. We're gonna aim for I'm gonna go little crafty and I'm gonna go 17 more to 900. And it'll make me feel better. Okay, that's a 4 millimeter. Maybe I just need a different get back in the hook. I Oh, we did. We had a great Thanksgiving. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? I heard you've been playing well, Papa's been playing that Arky game. Listen to me, that Arky game. Uh, that Arky game with you. Which that is good. That is good. So your niece is I think I've only met one of your nieces. If you might only have one. I've only met the one that when we would go to wrestling events and we would see you. So I'm sure she's like, but we had a good day. We had a good day with the pick and hauls, KK and Mason. Tomorrow we have a few things we have to get done before December because we just don't want. Why did I put a green one on top of green? That was great. Ooh, she brought the new boyfriend. It was a bit awkward at first. Does he game? Does he like outdoor stuff? Because I know that you like to do outdoor stuff. I think you should come over and kidnap Papa and take him out with you sometime. That's what I think you should do. But, I mean, you'd probably have to fight him to get him out of the house, but, I mean, you probably could coax him out with food. Listen, "Papa, we're going to lunch," and then the next thing you know, when I say new, apparently they've been dating for 3 years with this third time. Well, then he's still new. If he hasn't met the family, he's still new. Listen, I'm glad we're to the point with the girls that I think they're with the people they're gonna be with, and, I mean, 2 of them are married, so, yeah, I guess they are gonna be with the people they're gonna be with. So, you know, the one, she just, they're crazy. He's crazy. I actually sent her a message last night because I've been on I know this is gonna sound really weird and off the hook, and some of you may understand, but some of you may not. I've been on a Charles Bronson kick on movies lately. Do not know why I've decided to start watching almost every Charles Bronson movie I can get my on streaming, but I have, and I don't know why. Have no earthly idea. I just said, "You know what?" It came up as one of his movies came up as a suggestion. I watched it and I'm like, "You know what? I'm on a Charles Bronson kick, and that is it. I'm gonna watch every movie." Then I found out that he's been married 3 times, and, his first wife he was married to for 16 years. He had 2 children with her, and, um, then he was married to Jill Ireland for 22 years. She died of breast cancer, so he's married to her until she passed away, and then before he passed away, he married another actress. I'm gonna have to make this a bigger I'm gonna have to make this bigger. I'm gonna have to make it at least a 5 millimeter because this yarn is just too much for me, too tight. I should understand that. There we go. Lily Sugar and Cream is gonna be a little bit tighter than, um, other yarns. It's just a rougher yarn. I'm glad I'm not the only one who gets a random hair to virtually stock no, I do it all the time. Like, I was on oh gosh, who was it? It was a well, there for a while, I watched well, no, I didn't not because I couldn't watch the one because it was a horror movie, but, I was on an Emily Blunt kick for a while. Um, watched I just can't watch that Quiet movie, I can't do it. Um I'm not good with aliens. I'm not good with zombies. I'm not good with those kind of movies. I can't do it. And I could tell y'all it's because I feel like that stuff's real and y'all can think I'm crazy. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. But it's just I don't know. Maybe I watched too many Papa play The Last of Us too much. Maybe I did. I don't know. And I can't watch The Walking Dead, can't watch it for nothing. So, but no, I do. I get a Pop will come in here and be like, "Why are you watching that movie?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's got so and so in it." You know, you know, I just gotta watch every movie this person's made. So anyway, what I was gonna say was when I was watching Charles Bronson's, he was married to Jill Ireland for 22 years, I believe. I believe they were married for 22 years, but they were actually in 22 films together. So I'm gonna assume every year they made a movie together. But they said that they weren't always in every scene together. And then the one I watched yesterday, which I haven't watched all the way through yet, I had to stop because Biscuit was being Biscuit, um, was what was it? Has Jan Michael Vincent in it. And you know what? The first thing I thought was, ooh, Jan Michael Vincent, Blue Thunder. Y'all, I'm like, I did not know he did anything other than Blue Thunder. But I mean, obviously he did. He's an actor. But sometimes it's fun to watch people when they start their roles and see how they evolve into actors. And then I go, do you think it's easier for, and this is just another random movie question. Do you think it's easier for people to, to become better stars? Yes, Airwolf, not Blue Thunder. That was, what's his face? Schneider. Oh, Airwolf. Gosh. Anyway, and I watched Airwolf all the time. Do you think it's easier for people to become better actors if they work with better actors? Like, I watch a lot of B-rated movies. I do, Papa can tell you. And I'm like, if they just worked next to somebody that was maybe an A-lister, but I mean, everybody has to start out somewhere. But does it make it better if you start out on a movie with an A-lister? Then you just have to figure it out. Ernest Borgnine, wasn't he an Airwolf too? I wanna feel like he was. And Blue Thunder was a television show that came after the movie, I believe. I believe. It was a movie and then it became a TV show. So, and I know if I'm looking, I'm in my mind, I know what the actor looked like in Blue Thunder, but I watched them both. So, okay, so yes, I think it's possible to be a better actor by working with other good actors, just like we become better crafters by working or collabing. Yes. Especially when we all have a crafty in our world, and he will stop and teach us. He will stop and teach us. He'll be like, "Get if I have to rip your yarn apart, I'm telling you right now, through the computer, rip your part apart and start over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10." I would find it very hard, but I would probably do it. The thing I'm fascinated is when I watch an older movie with a decent child actor, I have to go back. Yes. Yes. I do that too. I do that too. And then, I don't know. I have a problem with, like, I want to know every movie they were in, and I wanna see, like, because it's nice to see how they evolved. It's nice to see how they evolve. But I'm just I'm a little teapot, short and stout. I'm a little weirdo. That's exactly what I am. Yes, IMB does. What did we do before Google and all these other fascinating things so that we could become fixated on stuff like that? Because really, that's all that's done to me. That's really IMBD, yeah, I just say it right. I it I'm like, "Oh, I watched this movie. Let me move on to this movie." And then me, "Hi, fairy dust, how are you doing?" And I literally go, "Oh, let me see if that's streaming." Like, I can get it streaming. And the only thing that I do hate 1, 2, 3, and I do hate it, but I get over it, and if it's enough to me, I fix it. If it's not, I whatever. I hate when there's, like, let's just say, I'm gonna use this one, not because whatever, like Fast and Furious 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you can get 2 through 5 for free streaming, but 1, you gotta pay for. What the heck? What the heck? We looked up things and exactly. Yes, yes, Rule Book of Funk and Wagnalls. Yes. I remember the Encyclopedia Britannica. That was a big thing. Door-to-door salesman for that. Yeah, we're older. I think I'm older than dirt sometimes. At least my legs feel like it. Or when you have a series like that and they split across. Yes. Now I will say, um, last night I was trying to finish up my Tennessee Christmas tree that I'm making one of the girls. And it's cute. When I get it finished, I will show it to everybody, and I'll have Papa send you a picture, Seawolf. But I had Harry Potter on. And it was just nice. And it was the Deathly Hallows 1 and 2. So I sat here and I crocheted and I talked along with the movie. So I was pretty sad. It was pretty sad. Because that's how I get. Just talk along with it. I don't know if I'm gonna I might have to rip this all out and make a little. We might have to go with a 4mm. But yeah, we are. We're gonna go with the 4mm. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I'm gonna have to deal with this. And I hate making y'all do this but this is crafting life. Y'all, I must have I'm trying to make in my head, I have it on paper, a pattern for my niece. It's something special that I want to make for my niece. I know what I want to do. I just have to figure out it's a blanket. And so I wanted to go like this with it, but you can't because when she folds up the blanket, I want it to look like something specific. So if she, probably could do it that way. You just have to fold it up a different way. Okay. School library and actual card catalog. You got that right, Dewey Decimal. Yes. I used to work in the school library back when. Did you? Oh. Okay. Okay. It's a blanket I've seen people make, but I haven't found a pattern for it, and I'm not going to do a CTC. And for those of you who are not crafters, CTC is corner to corner. I'm not doing a corner to corner on this one because of the yarn colors and having to change it. So, and the only one that I've ever seen is somebody talked about it doing a corner to corner. So yeah, I'll DM you, bounce some ideas off of you. I think I've got the rows right, how I want to do it. So it's logically, you should have seen me yesterday. I'm sitting here going, okay, if I make this 14, no, it's got to be a little bit, this has got to be 7. And because numbers, when I'm doing it, they have to be logical and they have to, weirdly, I feel like they have to be multiples of each other. So if you start the first color out and it's 7, the second color has to be a little bit bigger because of what I'm doing. So I'm like, oh, I can't make it 10. It's got to be 14. So then I go to the third color and I go, ooh, how big do I need to make that? And then I go, it's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. So I go 7, 14, and then I got to figure out the middle part. And then I'm doing swatches, which I never do, which I'm not a swatch queen. And so that I can measure out if I use a certain hook, what's it going to be? How many inches am I going to get? I was like, oh my God, I'm a real crafter. Oh, so speaking of things older, have you been able to pull out? Yes, he got mad at me. I'm just going to tell you all this. Not mad, but he was taking too long to get the little plot. They taped the boxes up. Papa got these boxes, these toys. They're toys from a television cartoon show as a child that I know I watched because I watched all cartoons. It was called Mask, and it's not The Mask, it's Mask. It's from the 80s, and it's a guy's rich, has more money than he can do with, so he uses his money to fight evil, and he hires all these people to What anyway, and then he's got some little bratty kid, and I'm gonna call him a bratty kid because he doesn't listen, who has a sidekick robot. But anyway, so look it up if you want. It's Mask. If and it's not the Mask. But anyway, so I said, "Give me that box." And I'm like peeling the little sticker off and putting it down in the thing so he can open up the box because I'm like, "You are about ready to drive me crazy." Mask was one of my favorites. My favorite was the guy who drove the motorcycle and it turned into a helicopter. Oh my God, you and Papa could talk for hours. I think he got the helicopter. I'm not sure, but I'm telling you, it's just, it was one of those amazing things. I mean, but I was like, we were, I was like, "Give me that box." He was driving me crazy because he was being too slow with it. And I was like, "I can't handle this. I can't handle this." So, anyway, it was one of those things. And then I asked him, did he get the little kid with the robot? And the robot was logical. Like, he was like, "I really think we need to do that." And he was like, "No, we should. Let's go get into trouble and cause my dad even more problems." Kids. I'm telling you. The boy's name was Scott and his little yes, Bebop. I'm telling you right now, I watched Papa had it on early Thanksgiving excuse me, lady, may I ask you very nah, I don't think you're gonna turn my world upside down in the blink of an eye, but you can ask me a complicated question. I today I have blinked of an eye, complicated my whole life, considering I've started this thing 3 times. Um, so, he had it on for Thanksgiving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a video recording of the openings. I don't think KK has sent it to him. She was the one that was doing it. He does get a little, you know, because I'm like, "Give me that box." So, I mean, okay, here's my question. What was the last dinosaur alive on the I have no idea. I, I'm old, but I'm not old. I would not know. And I'm being honest, I wouldn't know. Um, but oh, crappy doodles. I did that wrong. But, Jessica Tandy. And there are still dinosaurs alive, crocus and alligators. Yeah, that's true. That is true, Crafty. That is true. I never thought of that. See, and was Jessica Tandy in Driving Miss Daisy? I'm just asking because I don't know if I ever really watched that movie in full, but for some odd reason, I want to think she was. She was Miss Daisy. See, today is we're trying to do Mike Wazowski, but I don't know if I'm really gonna. My boy is because it's literally it's the Mighty Nile crocodile. Oh yes, I loved Cocoon. I fried green tomatoes. Yes, yes. We are on a movie kick today. We are on a movie kick today. All because of a little Mike Wazowski. Um, thank you for the follow, Cypher. Thank you. So, um, I was gonna say, if you had to pick one animated Disney, Pixar animated movie, any of those Illuminations. I think that was the name of it, Illuminations. I'm not sure. I can't hear that name without hearing it in a craggy old what, the Roz? Oh, Jessica Tandy. Oh, I'm watching you. Was that yes. That's what Crafty said at the very beginning. I'm watching you. And he was more Sully was more the troublemaker. Mike just kind of, I think, got sucked in. Maybe I'm wrong. It's been a long time since I watched Monsters, Inc. And I can't even tell you. I couldn't even tell you what year that movie came out in, but I will tell you this. Get Yarny Pixie to do that line from Roz. I don't like Pixar, but my favorite Disney movie is Sleeping Beauty. Maleficent is oh, yes, she is. And I'm going to say this. I probably might ruffle some feathers, and that's fine because we're all adults here and we ruffle and we move on. We ruffle and we move on. I'm not a big Angelina Jolie fan. Just not. There there are several movies in her that she has done. Amazing. Amazing. Maleficent was one of them. Um, I liked it. The other one that I can't remember the name of it, but it was a one Salt. I liked Salt. But yes, Maleficent she was everything a villain should be. She really was a good person. Somebody did something bad to her, and she's like, "You know what? You effed with me, and now I'm gonna F with you back. That's it. I'm done. I'm done." It would be impossible to pick a favorite, but if I had to go with one, the original Lion King, that was the first movie I ever saw in theaters, and I ate and braved that movie. Ooh! That isn't that but The Lion King is a good one because I think that Disney does a good job with their villains, but Mufasa was he was just evil from the beginning. Poor little thing, just jealous, just jealous. But yeah, I don't know if I really overall have a favorite, but if I had to pick one, I would probably pick the toss up. Oh, Scar. Mufasa was the good guy. Scar was the bad guy. I had Scar in my head, but Mufasa came out. Yes, I mean Scar. He was just jealous. Um, if I had to pick one, I think I would pick I can't pick that one because that's a tearjerker. And I really wouldn't say it was my favorite because I did cry a lot. I would say I were yes. Bambi was a sad one. I like I like Sleeping Beauty, but you know, but if I had to go, I mean, yeah, Disney's Alice in Wonderland. That's a good one. Your brother really liked Fantasia. Fantasia was oh, I messed that up. Hold on. We're gonna see how we can fix this without having to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we're going to have to go back because I effed it up. 3 stitches in a row, I effed it up. That's why. We don't need him to be a little odd. Fantasia puts me in the mind of, what was the movie with Nicolas Cage in it? The Sorcerer's Apprentice. I feel like they played that movie off of Fantasia. So, well, the next time I'm in your stream, I'm gonna be like, Ross. um, hmm, why? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, you just went to Michael's. Yes. What did you get? What did you get? I would not get out today if my life depended on it. Papa and I are stuck in the house. I am not getting out in this traffic because once we get into town, it's oh bye to now. See, Yarny. Oh, you got the snow? Yay! For you. I know Crafty's jealous. He's like, he wants some of that yarn. See, he wants some of that yarn. No, yarn, yes. Well, okay, I'm gonna say this because I know you and Fairy Dust will um be whatever. And I won't say like y'all will just understand what I'm getting ready to say. So I watched a lady cut a persimmon this year, and it was a spoon on the inside. So that means we'll be shoveling a lot of snow this year. That's what that means. I'm sticking with it. The persimmon has never lied. So I'm happy. Just letting you know. I'm happy. But I know Fairy Dust and I talk about the persimmon quite often. He at least placates me and talks to me about the persimmon every winter. So 3. So 1, 2, 3. You want yarn, not snow. Yes, you would. You would have you would do great with 3 feet of yarn a day. I'm not impressed, and when I say snow, I mean, like, over the ankle deep, so it's snow, snow, ugh. My total was 1,807. See? You and I do it the same way. It's not how much you spent, it's how much you saved. Thank you, Seaworth, thank you for everything. You have a wonderful day. You have a wonderful day. I cooked Papa some, bacon and eggs this morning. So, we shall see. I've never had a persimmon, but, because, I mean, they're not really around here. I've crocheted a persimmon. Um, I've never seen anybody have them, but of course, the guy that was cutting it open, he was talking about, you gotta let the frost hit before you eat it because they're a little bitter. I think that's what he said. So, hey, Sir Togs, how are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. I had to get yarn to make my brother-in-law a dinosaur hat, and then I have a secret Santa gift to make. Oh, I know. I heard the Kayla the other day. Somebody was asking her about the secret Santa thing, and she said she give up on it because there were people that said they were going to participate and then they didn't participate. So some people didn't get gifts. And I just think that's kind of sad. 'Cause, hi, B Dub. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, bye, Fairy Dust. You have a wonderful time with your grandpa. I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow early in the morning because KK and I have something to do. I'm not really um sticking myself to be streaming tomorrow. But if I'm here, hopefully. But I might stream a little bit on Monday if I don't do tomorrow. Six, why? 21, 22, 23, 24. And it works out. I don't know what I'm doing. Hi, Stellar. How are you doing? How are you doing? So, okay. So I think because I've had to start this thing over like 15 times, at least it feels like. Um, so how are you doing this morning? And did you get snow, Stellar? We want to know. Did Stellar get snow? One, two. Can you crochet? Nah, no. I can't crochet about anything. Um, I liked I like to crochet one, two, three. I like to crochet blankets, hats, scarves. Um, I can do amigurumi. I try to pick the amigurumi that I um feel comfortable with. Which I'm getting better with feeling comfortable with the amigurumi. Um, the woobles, well, no, I did the very hungry caterpillar for my granddaughter last year before she was born. Well, the year, no, 2 years ago. Oh my gosh, I've been streaming for almost 2 years. Um, so I did that, and that's what started me on my amigurumi, and then I started doing a lot of woobles. A lot of woobles. So, so, um, well, friends who were in my stream yesterday, I managed to get 3 rows of that blanket down. Wow. You slept in today. Um, I don't know. I really haven't expressed any interest in it. So I don't know. I don't know. They did have a Bluey thing that came out, a Bluey bundle, and then I was like, I'm not asking for that because even though Peepop likes Bluey, we just don't do like character themed a lot of stuff. Oh, you started your first batch of yarn last night. Yay. You were getting ready to say the same thing. Ooh, gotta take Penny out. Penny. Biscuit's like, huh? Who's this Penny person? Penny is your counterpart. She acts like a nice young lady. But, so, yeah, this Mike Wazowski will take me I probably will stream this on Monday, trying to get him finished because I need to get him finished and packed up with a couple other things and sent out. The only thing that is the only thing I really do not like about, like, November and December is it's mailing stuff. I just don't like mailing stuff. I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. It's just either A, going to the post office, standing in line. And the post office I go to is pretty okay. They're usually on it, but I just don't like I just don't. So, we're gonna we are on oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. And I think that this pattern, this in the picture that this was, she had, the little girl and Sully. She had Boo and Sully. So I don't know if there were those patterns too. I am glad though that we only our winter only will hit us in January and February. I think one year we got snow for Christmas, but it was a very light snow. And then of course Peepop got snow her first year. She was for her first I still have pictures of that. Um for her after her first Christmas. So that was good. Oh, let's see. So he's becoming a little whatever. Let's see. So we're going to go, this is round 6. If we're moving along together, 2, 3, 4. If you're on round 6, you have to have 6 in your cluster. It's the only way I can remember it. Okay, sorry. Mom came into chat. Did you see that they announced? Okay, sorry. My mom came into chat. Did you see they already announced the Woobles of it? Yes, I did, and I saw that. I saw that. I thought you were the one that mentioned the advent calendar. They did, and like I said, I don't know if Pop and them are going to get it or not. Um. Oh, okay. I don't know if they're going to get it or not. We saw the bluey one. Well, I saw the bluey one, but uh we don't like get stuffed animals or anything that's a character. That's just the way they are. And that's not bad. It's just that way their house isn't covered in bluey, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, how was everyone's Thanksgiving? Did everyone have fun with your families? Did you enjoy a day of eating pumpkin pie and other desserts? I think we got too many pumpkin pies. I didn't expect it, but you did. That is good. Our son-in-law, he started a new job this year, and they told him when he started that he wouldn't have to work the first round of holidays, but he had to work Thanksgiving, so it was kinda sad. But, I mean, It's okay. Sure, him and Papa would have had a lot to talk about. Um, I did not throat punch any or commit any murder. So yes, that is a good thing, Unicorn. That is a good thing. Biscuit didn't. The trazodone did not help him. He was still a little hyper. So, but he's made up for it the last couple days anyway. You, even though this is where you won. You thought about it, but you didn't follow through, Unicorn. That is a good thing. I mean, it did get to the point where you were thinking about it, but you didn't follow through. Two, three, four, five, six. You know what? Something's. Oh, thank you for the sub on YouTube, Chloe. Thank you. Six. We got a ham that had a vanilla cherry glaze packet that my daughter and I done. Great. Everyone arrived and departed in one piece. We had a pretty mellow week with Nana and Papa help entertain the kids while they were out of school for the week. You did buy, like, buy 'em. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, the kids here are only out of school on Wednesday. I'm sure it's going to get to the point where they're out of school on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. But they've only gotten as far as um Wednesday. Now, when I went to school, we went to school until Wednesday. We went to school until Wednesday and Thursday. We only had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. Oh, speaking of nanas, I got my nana to take a photo. Oh, that is cool. Okay, but okay, your hubby did. Okay, but okay. Hi, Picking Halls. How are you doing? You know what I didn't do when you were over here? Give you those little cat things, those little cat amigurumi kits. But we can save them. It doesn't matter. You don't. Picking Halls has been very whatever with the P-pop and the book shopping. She is trying to keep the P-pop in with the books. I think she said she wasn't going to do as many Christmas books this year because she was afraid other people would get her books, Christmas books. But see, we were just talking about Nova Picking Halls. I said it was sad because, well, it really was kind of sad because, you know, I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure him and Papa would have had a, oh, thank you for the sub, Picking Halls. Thank you. welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Uh, well, him and Papa could have talked about the toy store, whatever that place is called. My brain, the big bad toy store. Yes, yeah, because we're on round 7, 6, 7. Okay, you just got another package from them. I really did not know that this was like a thing. I thought this was just like a one-time thing that Papa had found. I did not know this was a continuous thing, so it was kinda for me to find out that there were things like this in the world. So, I'm using up my cone of Lily sugar and cream. Trying to. I probably can make at least 4, maybe I would say 4 Mike Wazowskis. 3, 4, 5. So, I'm trying to think, since Papa and I probably won't leave for the rest of the day, and we have enough for lunch and dinner. Tomorrow I will have to get out because I don't wanna have to get gas early in the morning on Monday morning. Oh, no. Why do I think today is Sunday? Yesterday, all I did was think yesterday was Saturday. No. So tomorrow's Sunday. Is tomorrow Sunday? Yes, tomorrow's Sunday. I don't wanna have to Monday morning, I do not wanna have to stop and get gas on my way to work. I'm telling you, these holidays, I enjoy them, but they mess up my my schedule. You had to work on Friday. I was hoping they were gonna give you off. Why did they decide you had to go in? I mean, I think it's crazy. Our lady that, I'm not planning a stream tomorrow. I've got to go get my hair done. Um, uh, KK wants to go get a couple things that she's gotta get finished. So I'm not planning a stream tomorrow. If I do, it'll be in the afternoon, but it'll be after lunch. I do know that. So I'm not gonna be I'm not going to say that I'm going to have a stream tomorrow. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Because they don't do half pay for PTO now, they do full, so oh, they don't want you to use it. Oh. Oh, okay. We have the new company coming in on Monday, and I just I have that little blonde streak down the middle of my hair, and the only way that you don't see it is when I pull my hair up in a pump knot, and I don't wanna wear my hair down I don't wanna wear a pomp knot when they come in, even though I will be wearing a pomp knot on the top of my head, and that's what I call it every day when I work from home. So, 3, 4. And don't ask me why I call it that because probably something my mom used to call it. I will. So you can sleep in for sure, you can sleep in tomorrow, unicorn. I won't, say I'm gonna go do something and then you're like, "Oh my gosh," 'cause I snuck one in on you. I was like, "Oh, it'll take me a good hour. It'll take me a good hour to get my hair done." Yes, I will post it on Discord. If I'm going to, whether or not, either way it goes, I will post it on Discord. Why in the world can I not remember what I'm doing? We're on round 8? Are we on round 8? Hold on. Yeah, we're on round 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it really is really gonna depend on how early my appointment is tomorrow morning for my hair. And then KK wants to stop by a store on the way home because it probably won't be busy until after church tomorrow. So if we hit it before church, we'll be fine. So, 4. And then we have to come home and we're gonna have lunch with Papa. Papa and I are probably not gonna have we're not gonna have leftovers for days, that's for sure. We I think that everything was proportioned out this year pretty darn good. But what's weird, my nose feels like it feels like it's got fuzz on the inside, right on the inside of it. What's weird is, uh, some of the stuff that we'd like to had more of, I would have liked to have more of. We didn't have more of, and, then some stuff we just ran out of. But I think we're getting better at the whole serving now that um we know how many people are coming, and it just works out really well. 3. And Pickin' Halls did her deviled eggs, which she always brings the veggie tray and the deviled eggs, so we all have something to snack on before except don't touch the deviled eggs until I don't think anybody touched the deviled eggs until lunch. Now see, when I was doing it with the 5 millimeter, I could actually see the holes in, like, the divots, the holes. Oh, you can touch the deviled eggs once you get your picture. Mm. 6. One of my coworkers wanted to see your tray. I tell you, if Hobby Lobby ever does the deviled egg treat again, I'll I will make sure I'm there to get it. Though I do like your deviled egg tray. Six. Okay, so we got 7, 8. We got 2 more rows, and then we're gonna go down his body. We're gonna make Mike's body. And Biscuit he's in Pickin' Hall's chair. He's taking your spot, Pickin' Halls. He's the co-streamer today. I think he thinks you're gonna show up. I don't know. I have no idea. Did you get the whole weekend off? Yes. We have a little 4-foot tree at work that I had bought I think last year. We gotta circle back to the beginning where you said, "I'm glad this pattern starts off with the arms and legs, yet you started with the body." Yes, because I was like, "Why is it start?" I literally was like, "Oh, so I'm gonna sew everything on as I'm doing the body." But I thought I probably should have made the arms and legs and the horns and the eyeball because it would have went. We would have gotten to see more happening. But like I said, I'm probably going to try to stream a bit on Monday and get Mike done because I need to mail Mike off, and a couple other things. And so for the next, I'll probably take my blanket to work. Yes, this is for little man. If it all works out, this is going to be for little man. So I haven't said anything. Just it's going to show up. So, and I don't really honestly think that I have to worry about his dad. His dad may show up to the stream, but it's on a very rare occasion. So I don't. And then if he shows up, I mean, he's probably not even going to ask me what I'm making. So I do have to tell y'all, I was talking to Peepop about the garden and stuff like that. And I said, maybe I could get Pops, Papa, aka Pops, to figure out a way where we could put like a little chicken coop in the back and we could get her 4 little chickens. And, we were going over it and I said, but it's gonna have to have a cover over it because we have hawks and things like that. Y'all, that child was like, rolled her eyes at me like, you're not getting me no chickens. I know you're not. I think the chickens would probably drive Biscuit crazy. I think the chickens would drive Biscuit crazy. So, I'm telling you, I feel like I have massive fuzz up my nose. Either that or my nose is just like I'm catching a cold. And everybody be safe out there because, I heard there is a different kind of norovirus out there, and it's really pretty wicked. It hits you pretty hard. Yes, they would drive him. The pattern person had a Harry Potter. Yes, I saw that. I saw they had a Harry Potter thing. It's at the end of the page. They have a Harry Potter, and they got some cute little patterns. They got I know I'm gonna say this wrong, a Chibi Totoro, which I think Picking Halls likes that. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's got a CHIBI to Totoro. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know how to correct you. That is okay. But anyway, oh, a chibi. Oh, chibi. Okay, it's a chibi. But this person, if you click on the pattern, I didn't pin it. Crappy doodles. What am I doing? Hold on. I meant to pin it. Anyway, if you go to this pattern right here, it's at the bottom of the page. It's got a Harry Potter one, a no face little guy. I mean, it's got all kinds of stuff. So anyway. And Totoro. Oh, okay. Thank you, Yarny. You're so sweet. Your mom and dad and your my mom and her husband got hit with it. Yes. I was watching this lady. I just have her. I don't know who if she's a doctor or what, but every day she comes on and she's in my Instagram reels and she talks about like, just things to be focused on for the day, and it's usually like, you know, viruses and things like that if it's picking up. You went to Dunkin' after Michael's, and I just noticed my drink was caffeinated. Now I'm super pingy. Okay. I was gonna have a coffee this morning, which I don't normally have, but I have a protein coffee in the fridge, and I was gonna have one, and then I thought, "You just started drinking Diet Coke. No, you're not having a protein coffee." I'll have it, like, for right before and I know they all are gonna think this is crazy. I'll have it right before, like, I either take a nap or before I go to bed. And I'm I'm weird, and that's why Papa thinks I have ADHD because caffeine, other than in Diet Coke, it puts me to sleep. If I drink a coffee, I can go to sleep. I don't know why. But last night I had a hard time going to bed, and it was a Friday. So, Friday, do I ever take a nap on Friday? Nope, don't ever take a nap on Friday. Saturday and Sunday, I take naps that's what we do. We take naps because that's what Biscuit and I do. And I couldn't go to sleep last night, and I think it's because I was home all day yesterday, and my body knew I was home and I wasn't working, and I was like, "Toadette, you need to be taking a nap." And I was like, "No, I need to be crocheting. That's what I need to be doing." So, oh, Thanksgiving morning, I went out and got a 24 pack of Diet Coke, Crafty, because I was so petrified that I was not gonna be able to handle the 8 Diet Cokes that I had. I thought, "Something's gonna happen, and I'm gonna run out of Diet Coke." Though I'm sure the convenience stores are open. I just can't. I've got to quit drinking sodas, and, that's what I tell myself. I've got to quit. But we shall see. We shall see. 8, 9, 8, 9. Carbonation hurts your tongue. Oh, that's okay. The word my sister and spicy can mean whatever you want it to mean in my mind. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get this buzz out of my nose if it kills me. Anyway, my sister, if you ask her if she wants a piece of pumpkin pie, she's like, no, it's too spicy. The pumpkin pie spice, and I'm assuming the cinnamon, is too spicy for her. So I feel bad for her because she's missing out on life so much. But I mean, I feel sorry for people that, you know, especially if you like just say you say you miss sodas. So you enjoy them before, but now see, this is the way I need to think of being a diabetic. B, Bray, you're a diabetic. Just let it go and let the sweets go because you know they're not good for you. But I'm I told myself if I could just make it through this weekend, and gosh only knows. I know, but see, if my tongue did that to me, I would probably there would be a lot of things I wouldn't do. Maybe your tongue is like, listen, girl, I'm watching out for you. I'm watching out for you. My tongue just flap-a-laps and gets me in trouble. But I will say this on Monday morning, um, I am actually really looking forward to the new people coming in that bought our company, and I'm just going to see what kind of changes we're making. What good or bad is gonna do. I know that has nothing to do with the diabetes, but maybe I will be less stressed and I won't stress eat and eat sweets all the time. Maybe I won't stress drink because I literally used to tell myself if I drink one Diet Coke, then I need to drink 2 waters. Like if I drink 12 ounces of Diet Coke, then I need to drink 24 ounces of water. And then maybe that's what I need. Don't tell me. Don't tell on me, but my toes have started getting tingly, which means I'm not taking care of herself. One of the ladies at work, her husband, he has neuropathy. Is that what it is? On his feet? In his feet? Not on his feet, in his feet. And she went to see her mother. Her mother's like 93. And yeah, he's diabetic. And she said, just do me a favor while I'm gone because I'm not here. And she couldn't keep an eye on him. She said, just wear your boot. And when she came back, he hadn't wore his boot at all. So now his foot's got to go into a hyperbaric chamber because of something that's wrong with it. But the hyperbaric chamber will fix it, makes it heal faster. So, yes. And I have to, on Monday morning, I have to call my eye doctor and make an appointment because my GP wants me to have a diabetic eye exam. And when I get them, when I get my eye exams, I always get a diabetic eye exam because I've always told them that I was pre-diabetic, but this is the first year I've been determined to be diabetic. Whatever. I'm in the range of being diabetic now. Unless I crack a lack and get that taken down. But I know I can do it. Papa and I have done it before with stuff. It's just a little harder. I think we're gonna have to branch out and he's gonna have to do something different than I do when it comes to eating and things. Because and not like bad things, like for breakfast and lunch, we gotta do our own thing and do whatever makes it work for us. And then for dinner, we can have whatever we have together. But like in 2015, I lost 30 pounds. And the sad thing about it is what I used to have for breakfast, only half of it exists nowadays. The other half doesn't exist. And I have not been able to find an equivalent to it ever. And it was Pepsi made this monster drink and it was Java protein coffee and it had 20 grams of protein in it. And it was great. And they discontinued it. So I don't know. And then I used to have chicken, rice, and vegetables every day. The chicken always had a different flavoring, but it worked for me. And people always used to pick on me because they were like, I can't believe you eat chicken every day. You know what? It works for me. So I know I hear it too. I don't know what it is, but I hear it too. So let's do this. Hmm. So let's see. No, we have one more round. Then we're going to grow his little body. So let's see. 9. My brain is not. I'm still hurt. Oh no, no, that's fine, Crafty. That's what I use you for my background, and I know that sounds. Does that sound horrible? Like I use you for my background noise when I'm trying to make stuff because I know that down deep that it's kind of like that doubling thing. Like, oh, I can get it done because I've got somebody doing the same thing. So it works for me. So if I'm watching you, I can get things done. And this is the time of year I like, I don't think I overextended myself this year, but I feel like I'm adding things to overextend myself. So I need to stop. But this idea was just like too cute. And since I'm making a blanket for my niece's new baby, I was like, you know what? I'll send him something too. So it'll be cute. 6, 8, and there we go. Once we get this row down, I just have to count the rows and just he's gonna be a pretty good size. I thought it was gonna be smaller. That's why I wanted to use the 5 millimeter hook, and then because I know my tension's not tight. And I think that I want to, since I know that I've gotten everything off my dining room table because we had Thanksgiving there, nothing's on it, like no centerpiece or nothing like that. I think I might take some pictures and post on Instagram today of things that I should have posted eons ago, I feel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, two. Let's see. What? My brain's not working. I'm also still here. I had to order a new respirator mask, so I just assembled that and the. Oh, okay. Never have problems with lurkers. You lurk, you do what you want to do. I appreciate lurkers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I was talking about the virus, the norovirus, that I was thinking about the poor girl at work, her kids. Like, she was out of work for the first 2 weeks of October and the first 2 weeks of November because her kids got really bad sick both times. And I'm like, I just, ugh, I I feel for her because it's like every time she turns around, and I mean, they're little kids. They're 4 and 5, you know. So, of course, they're gonna bring stuff home. I'm masking up to add some more dye to your first batch of cotton. I can't wait to see your first batch of cotton. And why did we feel we needed to make some noise? I think okay, this dog has a better setup for his cushy butt life than some dogs do. I can tell you that much. Are you getting back up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what? I'm sitting there going, I know you heard him too. 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My tension actually is getting better on amigurumi, I think, because I'm having a hard time getting into some of these stitches. I just think so. Maybe I'm wrong. 2, 3, 7. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. 4. You know what? When I get to this, sometimes when I get to the ones where I'm almost to the point where I'm you would go, "Oh, these are the easy rows here after this," because you don't have to count. Your count's right, your stitch count's right. So all you have to do is put 1 stitch in every stitch all the way around. And I think that's when I daze. I go into like a dazed and confused look, and then my mouth stops moving, and I quit talking. This should be the easiest time for me to talk and just ram- ramble on about anything and everything. Like the pea pop. She's getting big so fast. Okay. Let's do this. $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, and $20. So we're starting that. So, let's see. I will say this, her mom did tell me that she now enjoys wrapping paper. They were wrapping presents the other day, and, she felt like she needed to be all up in the business of the wrapping paper, and she had good doctor's appointments this week. Is she's getting attitudinal. She's getting attitudinal. She's like, you know, "Y'all need to understand, I am here for you. You guys need to do things for me." She is a mama's girl, though. When her mom and I are talking and she's on her way home, and I hear when she walks in the door, she's like, "Mom." So, she she misses the mom. I know. She drives you crazy, doesn't she? She's a little person that has little toys that you like. He's sitting here staring out the window. I don't know what he's staring at. Gosh only knows with him. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see as far as he can see. But I can't wear my glasses while I crochet. Okay. I need bifocals, and I won't wear bifocals because they make me sick. And I've tried everything. I've tried them. Now, if it has the line in it, I'm fine. The line in the glasses don't make me sick. It's when they have that invisible line. It makes me sick. I just can't do it. So, and I don't feel like I'm a vain person. So, I don't necessarily have to, like, I had a pair of bifocals once and they were like, "You want us to erase the line?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. I don't want you to erase the line. I don't. It doesn't bother me." But I ran over those glasses with a forklift, and I don't even know why they were off my face, but they were off my face. So, And I didn't break the glass. Broke the glasses, but it didn't break the glass. I don't even think I scratched it. So that was a good thing. They were easy to replace because the optometrist, whatever, they just ordered another pair of glasses and popped the lenses in. Never took them off my face. And what was funny was the eye doctor that I was going to at the time, hi, mentally. She said, "Do you wear your glasses when you drive a forklift?" And I said, "No." She goes, "You need to." And I was like, "Okay." But I didn't drive my forklift fast. I probably didn't need to be driving my forklift without glasses, but I just wasn't a fast forklift driver. I wasn't like Speedy Gonzalez or nothing with it. I actually took um my forklift driving seriously. All of Musters said, "Oh, well, this is for somebody called Little Man. He's my nephew's son." And I just found out, Picking Halls and I found out when I streamed together that he likes Monsters Inc. now and he likes to go around growling. I don't know if, but he does. He goes around growling. So, and he likes Mike. So, figured I would make him and send him, and it would be a cute little surprise. Yes, he does. Hi, Impulsive. How are you doing? How do I keep track of the rows? Right now, I'm building the body, so I keep track of the rows this way. Um, Other than that, when I have a line on the pattern on my screen, and I just keep my cursor on that line. But right now, since I'm just building and I have to just make, was it 12 rows of 12 rows or 13? 12 rows of body. I just write all the rows down and I'm mark them off as I start them. So once I start a row, I mark the next number off. And welcome in from YouTube. Now I do have a hook that keeps count. I have to charge it. Um, but I have a hook that I actually have that actually has a row counter and a stitch counter on it. But I'm very ac I'm very accustomed to paper. I love to write things down. The electronic stuff is good. Mm. It's hard sometimes, and when I'm doing something like, oh, what was I doing the other day? I still have it here somewhere. Was having a hard time keeping up with the rows. Some people have those, like, they wear them on their fingers, the little stitch row counters on their fingers. I can't. I mean, it's me. I mentally can't get over that, but that would be a good way to, and they're very inexpensive. They're not very expensive, I don't think. What are we doing, buddy? I know. I'm gonna send you outside in a minute with him, with your dad. Yeah. I don't like them because they don't. I can't ever get them to sit right on my finger. Let's see if I have that. Hold on. I'll show you the hook. No, the hook is in a bag at work. The hook is in a bag at work. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Because this is really, it's um, let me make this big. Don't do that. Um, let's see. I'm trying to find the one that I have, and I love it. I love it, but I can't find it. Okay. This is, let's see if I can find this one. I don't get anything from this. Um, but let's see. But we will see if this works. Okay. It's gonna, why does it have to have this? I just want to make sure it, okay. Um, let me put that in there. I know it's a long link. I don't get anything from it. It's just, it does make your life a little easier and it has interchangeable hooks. Um, Let me pull this back up. Um, but I mean, it's a long link, but I mean, it does have interchangeable hooks. What do you mean there went chat? What did I do? But anyway, it has interchangeable. Oh, I couldn't make it any shorter than it was. Um, but it best hook I got it for Christmas 2 years ago, and my son-in-law got it for me, and I love it. I can delete everything after the question mark. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. It's Swan. Where are you at? Anyway, best Christmas present I got when I started streaming and crocheting. Now, this one, I'm only using this one because it's my wibble hook that I got, and with my Wibbles kit. I don't even remember which Wibbles kit I got this with. Trying to think. Probably the penguin one. I think I got a penguin. Because I know I didn't get the narwhal. But anyway, it's a good hook. It's a good hook. Well, if we keep talking, we won't have to worry about it. Mike is going to be a lot bigger than I thought he was going to be. And in the pattern, she did not suggest, not that I read, anywhere did I read where she suggested what size. I think a 3.5 would have been a decent. He's going to be a nice size Mike Wazowski. He's going to be a nice size. And I'll just do this. YouTube too. I don't think I can. Either that or she used a 2.5 or a 3.5. And I'm going to say she probably used a 2.5 millimeter. So, but I didn't pop up the whole pattern. I just popped up the one that was on the page. And it said, here, download the pattern. And I just didn't hit that button. I just thought, well, I'll just have it right there. It will be safe right there. Yeah. So I might have lied and said I probably could make 4 of mics out of this. We'll see, maybe 2. Hey, thank you for the sub, KK. Thank you. Thank you for the 23 months. How is your day going today? How is your day? I think on this next break that's coming up, and I don't know, I think it'll be in about 5 minutes. I think I'm going to get up, move around, walk around, and maybe get Biscuit to. I think it's also how you take the pictures too. Because I think, yeah, I need to stretch too, bud. But she probably did. She probably used a 2.5 millimeter. A lot of amigurumi that people make sometimes, I think, has smaller hooks. Well, I'm not counting, so I'm not counting. I would. What do you mean doubting? Oh, thank you, Panther. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it just happened, Ben. Can you give me a moment? Thank you, Panther. Thank you so much for the 6 months with the Prime. Thank you. I know. Well, my thing says now. Now it says 1 minute. So that's on me. I know, bud. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, did I? I did. I'm a nummy. I am a nummy. There we go. And I'm just having a moment and I have to fix something or there we go. And minimize that. There we go. Now I'm back to where I need to be. I know, Biscuit. Mommy doesn't know what she's doing today. Do I ever know what I'm doing? No, I don't. No, I don't. Panther said she slept in today. I mean, I think Biscuit and I slept in. I mean, we slept in till 8 o'clock. We normally are up before then, so it felt good to sleep in today. It really did. With it being as cold outside as it is, it felt even better. It felt even better. He won't let you sleep too long because he's like, it's time for me to EAT. Got to go get the FOOD. Yes, we do spell because he knows words, don't you? You're pretty, you know a couple words, just a couple. So he knows just a couple words. Okay. Biscuit and I will be right back. So if everybody wants to hang on, we will be right back. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Had to go get some more Diet Coke and walk. Biscuit and I had to walk around a bit. So we're on row 10, I believe. And we're just going to continue on, and I'm going to just talk probably like the weather's nice here, but like yesterday when I got out before Thanksgiving. Well, no, I didn't get out yesterday at all. It was the day before. My car tells me could possibly snow. I was like, goodness gracious. Good. Let's see. Let's see. Crafts. Let me unlock the Discord. Where is the Discord at? Image, Discord, unlock. Oh, and there's Stellar, y'all, in her respirator. I know. She's being, he's saying that you're being very, very, come here. She's being very responsible. Oh, look. Look, we're dyeing yarn, Biscuit. We're dyeing yarn. That is nice. Now, see, oh, you're doing the ice too. I watched Crafty dye yarn when he did. He's like I you can go out there with your daddy. You don't have to. Okay, let me bring that down. I love that. Love that. Okay. Coaster, and this is Dandy. Coaster in progress. I don't know why that did that. Oh, I do know why I did it. Do you need to go? Okay, you're going outside. I don't know why he's being the way he's being. Oh, I like your Christmas stars. Your Christmas stars. Your Christmas trees, Panther. I like them. I like them. I like these. These are so we're going backwards. And then this is Brianna. This is her Grinch head ear warmer thing that she's making for market. I believe that she was making it for market. But no. So I'm going to say this. I know Crafty did his. When Crafty did his, what did I do wrong? He was showing us different ways to dye. So, I'm assuming that dyeing is a multiple step process, and all that good stuff. You guys have patience. You guys have patience. See, my ADHD I would start dyeing yarn and I would forget it. I would forget it. So sorry, did not mean to crunch the ice. Um, I've got to get I've got to make Peepop a new hat. Her little pumpkin hat fit her perfect now, but I think she's gonna have to have like a little Christmas hat. So I do it's a different process for different fibers. Okay. I'll
Yes,
watch him.
when you're flinging him around and he's not scratching himself on something.
I don't know what he could be possibly.
When I'm look at the back.
When I'm flinging him around, I don't fling him around like he's a sack of taters.
Look at the back near his butt. Watch out.
Looks like it's a bruise. It's not a scratch.
Well, it looked like it had a little tear skin on it. That's why I wasn't sure.
I'll watch him.
What would there be a bruise from?
I don't know.
Okay.
If you forget it, you'll just get a deeper saturated color. She needs a ginger. Oh, that would be cute. Would be cute. I've got the perfect gingerbread color too. I actually have it because I bought that color. I bought it again to make the gingerbread bags. And I was like, "Ah, I had this color the whole time because it was something that I made for the Hungry Caterpillar. It was something really small. And I had all that yarn left over. You dye wool, so food-based dyes work. You didn't have to use chemical dyes. But you're dyeing acrylics. I know you had shown us the group of yarns it was in. Are you okay, bud? Come on. Why is Daddy gonna make me feel like you're gimpy? Come on, get up here with your shirt, dude. Come on. That's a good boy. Right there. Get it right here. I remember the lot you said you had bought to dye. But I also think that you're much more patient and everything to be able to do things like that. I'm very impatient. I don't know. No, I think it's more of I think I just have a squirrel brain and I'm everywhere half the time. And I actually do need to make sure that I do take L-theanine. I know this we're whatever. I take L-theanine to focus. It keeps me focused. I also tell myself that it keeps me calm. I really don't know if that's really what it does, but I tell myself that that's what it does, so that if it doesn't, it gives me a placebo effect. That way at work when somebody grates on my nerves, and sometimes people do grate on my last nerve, um, I just go, "You took your medication today." It's I don't know. It makes me focus. I focus at work a lot better when I take it. You use Wilton gel food coloring when you dye roving. I will probably dye roving again with the professional dyes to experience. Okay. So that is roving yarn, everyone's favorite type of yarn. It actually, roving yarn is really good for certain things. It really is. You just have to be very careful so you don't have to pull it out. You don't have to frog it. So here, cover up. Make your mother happy and cover up. Go to sleep. So I like some of the ones that I have gotten from Hirschner's. The colors are just beautiful. The colors are beautiful. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I mean, when you get like the one that I did with the blues and the greens was just beautiful. Oh, but roving and roving yarn are 2 Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. See, I'm learning something today. And what do you see? Squirrels. Squirrels do not bother. Squirrels should not bother you. We're going to turn you away from the window. You meant roving for spinning, but I will play with some roving yarn too. Listen, you guys are much more talented and knowledgeable about that stuff. Me, I pick up yarn when I go to the store and I'm like, Biscuit, I'm going to send you out of the room with your daddy. Oh, our neighbor is in his backyard. And he's laughing at you because he knows. Hold on a minute. Okay. Um, I'm like, do I like the colors and do I like the feel of it? So, um, I've watched Zakayla spin before her yarn, and I just sit and watch her because it's mesmerizing. We do not act like that when people are picking up trash out of their backyard. That time of year. I think our neighbor is backed up against somebody's house that like has kids and stuff. And like, I don't know how in the world he gets some of the stuff he gets in his yard, but like he'll have like 20-ounce bottles of empty bottles of stuff and plastic and all kinds of stuff. At least, I mean, he walks out. That's what he comes back with when he walks out that far. Because, but he has a different type of fence than we have. So we only get what the animals bring underneath the privacy fence. So, and when I get ready in February and March, when I decide to start, whenever I start deciding to um, do my garden, I'm going to have to go out and see how many, like, I don't know, holes to patch up. And I mean, not like holes, but just like places where they can get underneath the fence to come in. Because I'm not going to argue with Mr. Groundhog because he wants to eat all my stuff. So me and him will not be on good terms because I'm not making a smorgasbord for him. I was actually reading yesterday on what I should plant my first year so that it's it's fun and rewarding. Of course, I know I'm doing peppers. It doesn't matter because I love peppers, bell peppers, any kinds of peppers. I like peppers, and I'll probably maybe one or two tomato plants for the girls because they like tomatoes. Dr. Peppers. I don't know. I don't know. Dr. Peppers are too fruity for me. A smell. The taste is I can get over, but it's a smell. And it doesn't smell like I mean, it smells like a fruit drink to me. But I've always heard Diet Dr. Pepper is one of the best diet drinks. And okay, mind you what I'm getting ready to say. Um, I have some seeds to start, but I'm going to buy like on the peppers, I'm going to buy starts. I'm going to buy the little starts because I think it'll be easier for me to learn with those first. Now my neighbor, she does seeds on some things and she buys starts on others. So, but I kind of want to have a successful and then like I found out that my peppers, if I would have covered them, because I had them in a raised flower bed on the patio, she told me, she said, if you would have just covered them, staked it out and put like a plastic, you probably could have grown peppers all year round. I mean, because it does get cold, but it would have protected them. And she said, your plants wouldn't have died. Or I would have at least been able to have the plant survive and be able to do it next year. So, but I would like to do lettuce though. For some odd reason, lettuce and cucumbers I really want to do. Might be being too ambitious, have no idea, but we're going to see. We're going to see how ambitious I am. Yeah, that's what she called it. I didn't know what she called it, but that's what she called it. Okay. We're going to leave that like that because that'll keep it tight. But I do want to just do a couple things that like that I know that Papa and I love to like eat. And I've heard like when I did not know this until I went into the deep dive yesterday of all the stuff that people um like there are people really harvest like they have like containers and there was picture people with snow on the ground and they were still harvesting vegetables like lettuce and stuff like that. See, I could move well, I couldn't if there was still on the one if I used the one for the patio, I can move that into the garage. That wouldn't be a problem to move into the garage. Um, and like my neighbor one year, she had like a bumper crop of cucumbers and one the last couple times I went over spent the night with her dog because they were out of town. I mean, and she canned and made pickles. And let me tell you, I don't know if she gives them out as gifts or what, but I'll take some. What I should do is the lady at work that gives me eggs when I ask for them because she has like 12 chickens. She's got some chickens. Um, uh, I should get some eggs from her and then like trade, barter. That's what you do. You barter. Whatever happened to that? I mean, I'm sure people still do that, right? One of the girls at work, husband and her have cows. So they have cows, not very many because they're older. And like they sell a couple cows, and they were talking to this uh other coworker. I can't remember who it was, but she was like, "Well, yeah, it'll cost this much per pound, but you have to pay the processing." So I don't know where in the girl. She's like, "Oh, it only cost me like," I'm just gonna say a really low number because whatever. It was like $500. And by low number, I'm gonna say because it can get into the thousands. I do know that because I've heard people talk about, you know, how expensive it is even to just purchase a half of a cow and put it in your freezer and stuff. And the girl's like, "Oh, yeah, we'll go in with you on that." And she goes, "Well, you still have to pay the processing fee." And I just don't think she kept bouncing off. And, like you're half the processing fee, you know. And I was like, because I think she was thinking, well, yeah, for $500, I'll get all this meat and I'll put it in my freezer and it'll be cheaper. Though I will say this, I still think it's cheaper if you, like, if Papa and I went in with somebody and we bought a cow and we fed it all year round, then we took it and we had it all done. In the long run, I don't know if it would be cheaper, but if you got enough people to go in, I guess it would be cheaper then. And then you know what you're getting to. You got a bunch of coworkers who buy half cows for the year. Hey, people do it. It's if you have the freezer space and the whatever to do it, I say do it. Would I love a couple chickens? Yes. To make eggs? Yes, because I think that picking Halls and KK and them, they would come over and they would get the eggs. My neighbors would take the eggs. If I had enough eggs was going, you know. But the amount of hawks we have around here, it just unless I had something covered to keep them from getting swiped up, it wouldn't be worth it. I made sauce and Italian stewed tomatoes. I think I put 10 pints of sauce in 8 quarts. When I started my first garden in 2020, I traded some salsa to our neighbor for some peaches and jam. Hey, we have a voluntary HOA here. And by voluntary, that's exactly it. Voluntary. That's just because you've had bad experience with chickens just like I have. But um I still don't think it would be bad. Papa shooting my chickens down. I told the lady at work, now she takes if her chickens go into overabundance and people at work don't want them, she gives them away for free. Um, she takes them to the local food bank. So during the pandemic, we were making fabric masks. We weren't charging, but some people wanted to give back, so they would drop off different things in return. One made homemade blueberry muffins. Oh, that is. Now, see, Jingle Shark has a lady in her neighborhood that has one of those bread things at the end, and it's all honest. Like you pick up a loaf of bread, you pay her for the bread. I don't know how that all works, whatever. Her little thing went empty, and somebody took it overnight, her little stall. I just was like, how low can you get? So I guess pretty low. Um, I guess somebody wanted to start one themselves. They just didn't want to go into the cost of whatever. I've been every time Pickin' Halls comes over, I forget to ask her, can I have a sourdough? Can I have part of her starter so that I could make bread? Because I do know that even though it's very time consuming and everything like that, Papa loves homemade bread. Papa loves homemade bread. And sourdough bread doesn't affect me like regular bread does. I wish people could be more nice. And by nice, I mean like crafter nice. Like we do our gardens, we do our projects, and you do things and you give too. Not saying there aren't people out there. There are a lot of people out there that don't do that because there probably are a lot of people, we just don't know it. Because communities a lot of communities take care of themselves, like, they take care of the people in their community. But I think Mike here could be a cute little hat for Peepop's head. Maybe, I'll make her a Mike Wazowski hat. Give her the movie Monsters, Inc. for Christmas. So, okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. But I don't know. I guess canning will be my next thing if I have too much and the kids don't take it, and since I'll be working from home. She gardens, so I know she said this year they didn't do really good, though. She said this year was a pretty bad year for their garden. But I don't know if they had, like, I shouldn't say this, but, I don't know if they didn't have, like, rabbits and the groundhogs weren't attacking their stuff. So I guess that's where I'm gonna have to be very vigilant because I'm on the outer realm. I can't be making my garden look good. And they're like, "Ooh, let's go to that salad bar instead of the one across the street," kinda thing. Because I want them to, I don't want them to eat anybody's gardens, but I just don't want 'em to eat my garden. But we do have a little, uh, I don't know. They had I don't know, was it a peach tree, Papa? They had a peach tree last year, and Papa set up a perimeter where the peaches were dropping because peaches are poisonous. Peach pits, if ground, here goes the crime. If peach pits are ground, they contain cyanide. You can ground them up. So, fun fact Papa and I did not know, and Biscuit was out there gnarling on some peaches, and, you know, if he could have ate a peach pit, it wouldn't have been good. So Papa put a fence around it. See, I didn't know that. Probably, I could probably well, we know watermelon seeds don't because, you never well, our parents told us never to eat them when we grow watermelon. I'm gonna sneeze. I feel like it. Maybe that's what I'll do today. Let's see how much flour I have. I might make a loaf of bread today. I know there's other things I gotta do, but it's just like, the squirrel moment goes, "Ooh, bread." And I can tell you this much, if I made a loaf of bread, just a regular loaf of bread, that one over there is not gonna say, "Oh, no, I don't wanna eat the bread." He's not gonna be that way. He likes bread. Are you gonna make cookies on stream again? Well, I was gonna say the new company that's bought us, we're not allowed to have our phones at our desk, and they have to stay in our purses and things like that. And I'm like, "Well, that's gonna be utterly impossible because I have to have it because most of the sites that I, have to work through require an authenticator code." So, I'm like, it's either I've gotta scan a QR code or I've gotta put an authenticator code in. So, that ain't working. So, I mean, and I mean, I'll be honest and say I don't do you have a different way to do it? Because these insurance companies, they're very particular on how because a lot of them have been, you know, breached. And so they're trying to be really, really safe about keeping people's information. So we have to like 2 or 3 authenticator things to get in. So 2, 3, 4. Ooh, lemon cooler. Didn't you put that recipe? I think you put that recipe in recipes once. It's in yours or somebody's, I know. Yes, the lemon cooler ones. And if you like lemons, if you like that taste, it's a good cookie. Hi, Blair. How are you doing? Welcome in from YouTube. I knew it was in you put it in yours for I knew it. Like, yeah. 'Cause we have a place. I don't know if it's a local bakery or if they're a bakery, whatever. So I'm not gonna whatever. They make the best lemon cookie. And when you talk about lemon cookies, that's the name people say, "Oh, did you get so and so's?" So I think it's a local place. And I mean, you don't go there without picking up a dozen of their lemon cookies. You just don't. They come out soft after the bake. Oh, wow. Crafty's got tricks up his sleeve. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. Goodness gracious. I thought it was further than that. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. My butter pecan, there's a butter pecan cookie that I like. Um, it's kind of a little bit ooey gooey, and I love those cookies. Do you like to cheat and use cake mix? I think the cookie company that I'm gonna look it up just because I'm nosy as snoot. Yeah, there is a place in Nashville. It's called the Christie Cookie Company, and they send the cookies to the grocery stores in our area, and, they make the best butter pecan cookie there are. And they use brown butter. Brown butter. Yeah. It's a it isn't Christie's? Oh, I thought it was. Well, oh, no, Christie's. I had to look up and see where they originated out of. I knew they originated out of Tennessee, I just didn't know where in Tennessee. Oh, yes, it is Christie's, not Crispies, and I don't think that mine are crispy. I think the soft butter, the brown butter makes them really soft. It's how you make your chocolate chip pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. It is good. They're good cookies. They're good cookies. I don't know how far she reaches since but got a couple people at work hooked on the cookies because 'cause they're delicious. Yeah, this would make a good hat. Just go down so far, make it a bucket hat and put an eyeball on it. Yeah, that's how this would be. She had to have used a 2.5. He's gonna be able to sling and hit people with this. He's gonna be able to sling and hit people with this. Though I don't think he's that mean. I just think he could. So, 3. Ooh, let's see. We're back to sleep again. And when now I know some people, like, when they bake, like, they only use bread flour for breads, cakes for cakes. I was watching a the only cake flour that I know of is I mean, that I can remember, like, as a child, as a person, is Swans, SWANS, cake flour. Snickerdoodle and peanut butter. Your sister loves the peanut butter? Oh, peanut butter blossoms are good. Yes, Papa likes those. I'm off to get coffee and some groceries. I ran out of coffee beans this morning. Well, thank you for stopping by, and you have a wonderful day, Stellar. You have a wonderful day. Trying to think what I got going on. Extra stuff. Extra. Your mom used Swans Down. If you have my address, you can come over after they're baked. You just use regular flour or buy cake mix. I always usually use regular flour when I make stuff, but I saw somebody talking about cake flour the other day, and I was like, "That's the only cake flour I've ever um, thought about." And I know when people um, make the sourdough, everybody talks about their bread flour. I don't know what he's talking about, but we're gonna have to figure it out. Your Grammy used all-purpose flour except for when she makes biscuits. Right. And there's a place in Nashville, like, if we go to Nashville, um, they have it's a restaurant, God, what is it called? Sweet Milk, I think is what it's called. I'm not sure. But you walk in and they have bags upon bags of white lily flour sitting there because they make biscuits, like biscuits and gravy and things like that. And they just got bags upon bags stacked in the like the whole place, like where you walk in and around the tables. I guess Papa has decided he is left the building for the day. He must be, since I hear him talking, he must be on his headset playing games with people. I know, Biscuit. He gets to talking and it bothers you. He gets loud. Biscuit, let's don't. It, it's the other person that lives in the house with us. We let them live in the house because they pay for Biscuit's doghouse. See, it's just the same person that lives here. That's what I tell people. Papa just makes it so that Biscuit has the biggest doghouse in the neighborhood. So maybe if I see, my only thing is I make Buckeyes. That's my thing. Like for the winter season for people, like for gifts in the area and stuff, is I make Buckeyes. But I'm really weird about my recipe because my grandmother, when she made them, my mom's mom, when she made them, she just used her heart and knew what she was doing. Me, when I tried to use my heart and know what I was doing, my Buckeyes would come out, and I know this sounds weird, but they would come out dry. Like the peanut butter was too flaky. So I literally have a recipe that I have and make, and people are always like, "Oh, they're not dry." And I'm like, "How do you make yours?" And I'm like, "I use the same recipe." Stop it. Stop it. Bearded man, stop it. But I've given people my recipe before and they're like, they just don't come out the same. And I'm like, I don't know how to do it. you doing, Sir Fabulous Petey? How are you doing? Welcome in. Or, or I'm going to tell you, Crafty, and anybody else that's out there, and I only say Crafty because, he dubbed me the Wooble Queen. I do not know if Wooble has not sent me a text message every day this last week telling me of all the new kits they have out and that I should buy them. Hey, how about you go ahead and buy all these crafts? I'm like, no. So I'm like, quit it. Don't need to buy any more kits. I have enough. Some of them are going to go into and the only reason why I have them is because I subscribe to their text messages to be alerted of new kits that they put out. I so I might have to take my name off of it because I'm just like, I don't it's not that bad. It doesn't really bother me. I shouldn't act like it bothers me because it's not like it's bothering. But so if he would just not whatever, Biscuit would probably not be as barkity bark. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay. Okay, we're on the right one. I've marked the right amount off. I'm hearing Boozehead and Mike Wazowski. Well, Sir Fabulous, uh, when other people walked in this morning, they heard Roz saying, "I'm keeping an eye on you." I'm gonna have to go watch the movie now. That's probably what I'm gonna do afterwards. I'll turn it on for background noise while I do a couple other things downstairs. It's a chilly 43 degrees outside right now. And if my math is correct, I think it's 11 degrees Celsius. Oh, no, it's not. I am way off. It's 6 degrees Celsius. I am way off. I don't know where in the world I thought that I was Americans. What good are we? So, okay. Trying to see if I can just make it a few more rows, just a few more rows. So, then my niece who's having the little girl, I think she's going to be, her due date's in January, but she's probably going to be born in December. Because they're thinking she's She's a little ahead of schedule, and, so, uh, I found a hat, a baby hat. She loves elephants. Her mom loves elephants. My niece loves elephants, and I found a little baby hat with big old gigantic elephant ears on it. So, I'm thinking about making her a little newborn hat with animal ears, elephant ears on it. My sister will probably get a kick out of it. So, mm, so see if we can make it a few more rows. Now my yarn's starting to squeak. I feel like I got picking holes right here beside me with the squeakiness. But I guess that's good. That just means that just means let's do this. Oh, do. Yeah, that's where I think I want to go. So let's do that. Okay. No, I'm just crocheting around and around and around. No, I think. Whew, and need to mark this off because so we have this row and 3 more rows, and then we start the decrease on Mike here. Of course, I guess I went full ballistic and made it in a 4 millimeter size. At least little man is going to have something to hold on to. Not going to be small. So he's probably not going to get to carry it everywhere. Well, unless he deems that he gets to carry it everywhere. Because you know how toddlers are. They are very stubborn and do like their way. Actually, I'm just kinda hoping if I'm gonna crochet today, the rest of the day, I have, um, some good background noise to listen to today. I always have to have good background noise. Biscuit doesn't care, he just wants some good noise so that he can go to sleep. He's he is Mr. Sleepiola. He doesn't care. We're going to take that back out because that's split a little bit too much. And you can see it. I can see it. I don't know if he would be able to tell, probably not, but I could tell and probably could be covered with an arm or something, but we shall see. They're talking about wow because I hear tank. Tank, tank, tank. Let's do this. Okay. My elderly neighbor just came by my door asking me if any more slippers that you made. I said I had 2 left. She wanted to know if I could make her some. Oh, that's ooh, 6 pairs. How fast do they work up? I mean, my thumb's hurting really bad now. So, I'm gonna start now so if I can get 1 pair. Oh, that Linda, you're so sweet. Has it started to snow in your area yet? I've got to get it's real fine mist, but as soon as it drops close to freezing, if they don't do something to the roads or ooh, see when it we either run into 2 problems. See, we're not really built our infrastructure. I mean, in East Tennessee, you would think, but our infrastructure really isn't built where we live for um like to take care of the snow because they don't have plows. All they have is like salt trucks. So um basically they have to believe the weatherman and say, "Oh, it's going to snow. Let's get out there with the brine and the salt." And of course, then they only do the main roads. They don't do anything else. So I'm always like, since I don't work from home now until whatever, I can always pick up stuff on the way home. But now it's going to be, if when I start working from home, it's going to have to be like, we're going to make sure we have to have stuff because they don't brine down our roads or anywhere near our roads. So I'm not getting out in any kind of snow or ice. I mean, people around here drive crazy enough as is when it rains. I'm not giving them a chance to slide into me when it's icy snow. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. So, let's do this. I would ask Papa to do something for me, but he sounds like he's too busy. Let's do this. Hi, Amy. Yes, so far so good. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. It's doing it again. Oh, let's do this. Okay. Okay. Do. Mike Wazowski, here we come. Yes, we are. Mike Wazowski, here we come. Here we are. We're going round and round on his little head. Actually, his body. Mike doesn't have uh, a head. He just has a body. My little neighbor, she's so stinking cute. She's maybe 4 feet tall. She's like, I don't know, is that married? Oh, I don't agree. He's all head in the body. That's true. I guess that could be true. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Ooh, no matter what, long as my little co-host decides he's going to keep sleeping, it's a good thing. Just hang out for a bit while eating dinner. That is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. We are 2 more rows and then we start decreasing. Let's do this. Hmm. Let me do something wrong. And what did I do? Hit the wrong button. That's what I just did. So, oh, I'm going to miss something. Are you making that green alien from Monsters Incorporated? Yes. Yes. That is exactly who I am making. That is exactly. Making it for my nephew's son. He's 2, and he thinks Mike Wazowski is, like, the coolest thing right now, and why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. Mm. My let's see. So we have this row and 1 more row. And I know that Papa is in the middle of something right now because I heard him talking. Don't know what they're in the middle of. Movie's good, Amy. If you ever get a chance to watch it, the movie is good. Okay. Let's get this. My hand is going to give up on me here soon. I can just feel it. It's not even my hand that I hold the well, I do hold the yarn in it. Let's see. You know what? I know where I'm going. Okay. Hold on. There we go. Okay. My hand is not going to make it much longer. And I'm focusing where I don't, whatever. My brain's not working. So we're going to raid out. Um, and like I said, tomorrow I'm not saying that I'm going to be here, but I am going to I will put it in Discord whether I will be here or not so that everybody will know. Goodness gracious, all the calculating I did yesterday and it's not off. You have a good day too, Linda. Thank you so much for all the biddies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for all the yes. Oh, come here. You can say goodbye. Say goodbye to Linda. Say he's like, okay, I'm back down. There we go. He's like, I am not having it today. I'm not having it today, Mom. Why are you doing this to me? He is sweet sometimes. So sometimes he's just a nit. Why in the world can I not? There we go. So we are going to go over and read Stitchcraft with Hal. He is knitting right now. Or they are knitting right now. They are knitting. And we're gonna go over there, show them some love. Y'all have a lovely, lovely day, and I will see you sometime later. And when it ever tells me, because I'm waving,